Hello everybody, welcome to the magic of television. My name is Brody Staub.
And I'm Sam Lisker.
And it is a rainy Saturday here in Ithaca, although it is a happy weekend, of course, because it is Wizarding Weekend, and downtown the Commons are packed with witches and wizards from all over the country.
That is true, Brody. People have come all over for the festivities that take place here every year.
And yes, of course, and this also is not just everybody's first Wizarding Weekend. We have right now outside our field correspondent, Eleni Sabrakis. She is catching up with somebody who has been to all 4 Wizarding Weekends. How's it going out there, Eleni?
So before, Brody, that won't stop the fans from coming out and showing up for the biggest magical weekend in Ithaca. Speaking of that, we have one of those fans here who is completely decked out. This is Lily, everybody. Okay, now you're obviously experienced in the Wizarding Weekend history. What is your favorite part about this year as opposed to the years past?
Oh yeah, I like this year they're incorporating a lot of different fandoms.
A lot of different
like
magical fandoms, yes.
Fantasy fandoms. I've seen people from Star Wars here. It's been great.
Awesome. Speaking of that, you are from a fandom. You have to tell everyone. I don't know what this is, but I love it.
Yeah, I'll explain.
Okay.
So I'm Taco from the Adventure Zone. The Adventure Zone is a Dungeons and Dragons podcast produced by the McElroy brothers. He's an elven wizard.
So you were telling me earlier that there's no actual, there's not an actual look for this character. It's like the fans need to kind of decide the look.
Exactly.
So what did you decide? What were you like, this is going to be my version?
Oh yeah, so there are some things that like this character has, but there's no like set way that he's supposed to look. He has like an umbrella staff.
With like these cool lights, like every little detail, guys, this is crazy.
He has a unicorn named Daryl.
That's the pet unicorn.
Where did you, a lot of different items.
Where did you get all this stuff from?
So I thrifted a lot of it. So like I thrifted the boots, the shirt, the vest. I made the hat.
There's like every little detail. She even has an anklet. You gotta like stick your leg up. An anklet that matches. That matches the whole outfit. So what else did you decide was gonna be your?
I wanted to go for kind of like a blue-green theme.
Love
so
it.
like I try to like incorporate everything.
There's like even like little ties. I love it. So how long did it take you to prepare for this costume?
I've been working on it for the last month or so, just slowly gathering items.
Awesome. Well, I am so impressed. Speaking of the history of Wizarding Weekend, let's go and see the woman behind the magic herself.
So we also wanted to catch up with the creator of the event. Sam, tell us about Darlene.
Yeah, so Darlene is the founder of Wizarding Weekend, and she actually told us about the previous Wizarding Weekends, and this is, of course, how the latest weekend has evolved.
In 2015, 2 young, at the time, young teenagers named Gabe and Aiden Gallardos had the observation that Press Bay Alley, a local portion of downtown Ithaca, reminded them of a certain alley in a magical book that they really enjoyed. And they thought, boy, wouldn't it be fun for something to happen for Halloween in that alley? And it was a simple idea, but at the time I wasn't doing anything as the business owner of Life So Sweet Chocolates. And I said, well, let's put something together. And I had intended a simple 5-hour activity, but it blossomed, it went viral. And in 2 days we had 28 people saying they were coming. And all told, that first year we had 8,000 people attend. One of the things that happens is that when something goes viral, you don't know where it's going to end up. We've had people come from all over the world. This year we've seen people who are coming from Hungary, Texas, Portland, Oregon. I mean, it really just varies. Some people are visiting family here in Ithaca. Others are just coming to Ithaca for the first time. Now we're in year 4, and you know, every event evolves, every event changes. There are some tried and true things that we always stick with. The wand dueling, our different Quidditch matches, some of the real ambiance of the event is a magical celebration of science and fantasy. So to add to that, this year we've really layered in our own School of Gorge Keep, which is a school of magic that anyone, doesn't matter their age, any student of magic can come and participate in. And we've added in our special guests, both literary and entertainment. So our entertainment guests are Holly Marie Combs from the Charmed television series, which is actually celebrating its 20th anniversary this year. Erica Sarah from a lot of different things, honestly. Some of my favorites are the 100, as well as she's got something new coming out, Deadly Class in 2019. And Eureka is definitely one of my favorite roles of hers. Scarlett Byrne, who is a witch of many trades. She's been involved with many different series, including Vampire Diaries, Falling Skies, and Harry Potter. Magical passports are one of the ways that everyone can enhance their weekend. We say that because there are some exclusive things that are only available on the Magical Passports. The first one being the Potions Crawl. This is a 13-stop, family-friendly, non-alcoholic crawl of food and drink that features our local businesses and some really unique offerings. And then the second item that is exclusive to the Passport is our Magical Artifact Hunt. That is a 10-stop hunt for magical artifacts that are inspired by our local culture. You can win prizes for completing the hunt, but you can only do those things if you have a magical passport. Passports start at $15. All the proceeds from the entire festival go towards our local nonprofits and regional nonprofits partners. These are partners that are actively participating in the festival. To keep things a magical surprise, but I can do a few surprises here. We have our magical transportation exhibit returning this year. A Ford Anglia is featured, as well as a certain little yellow bug, a beetle. Yeah, I'm going to just say that magic always comes with a price, and maybe you'll understand my meaning. And also, the Gorge Keep experience is a guardian quest. So we have 4 guardians, technically 5 guardians for Gorge Keep, because our students of the school become the 5th guardian. And to become a student of magic at Gorge Keep, you participate in, some are done by yourself, some are done as a group, that you need to complete in order to earn your sticker and move on to the school, which is located at the New Roots Charter School in the Clinton House building, which is already a magical building if you've ever been inside. It has really great architecture, but it's been enhanced with an augmented reality experience. So you'll be able to get messages directly from the Gorge Keep Guardians. We've always had really special evening events for people who are over 21 who are magically inclined. Friday night, our City of Magic Ball is returning, and we've enhanced these events by making them special meet and greet opportunities. So if you want to meet and greet with Holly Marie Combs, Erica Sarah, or Scarlett Byrne, your opportunity is at the City of Magic Ball on Friday night in the 3rd floor ballroom of CSMA. Magic Ball is always a good time because the costumes abound, the costume contest is rocking. We've got the cash bar, which is run by Rulofs, and as everyone knows, Rulofs makes the best drinks. And then there's some prizes for people who, you know, want to have a good time.
Awesome. And then is there any other thing during the Saturdays or Sundays days that you think is worth discussing?
Well, let's see. There's so much.
I know.
There really is so much. You know, one thing I want to make sure everyone understands is that there's a lot to do at Wizarding Weekend, and we strongly encourage you to go to the wizardingweekend.com website to plan your activities, because there's a lot to do because there's a lot of people coming, and we want to make sure that you get to do what it is you absolutely have your heart set on, but you might need to make some choices and make a plan.
Man, I just love Halloween.
Oh, so do I.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's amazing. Well, another event that kicked off over the weekend was the Kids Commons Trick or Treat event.
Yeah, of course, but Halloween isn't until Wednesday, although we already did see some pretty amazing costumes last night downtown.
That's right. However, if you are like many college students, you are probably still struggling to find a Halloween costume if you are looking to head out next Wednesday. Now, of course, buying a costume for one night can be expensive. So what are some ways that you can find a costume without breaking the bank? Well, we spoke to some experts on finding some good cheap Halloween costumes that are sure to impress your friends.
Kat, do you ever find yourself waiting until the last minute to do your Halloween costume?
Oh my goodness, every year.
Okay, well, not to fret. I have some great Halloween costumes that we can make with stuff that you might find around your house. Do you want to try?
I would love to.
Let's do it.
It's raining men. Hallelujah.
So, Kat, I have this great one. It's called It's Raining Men. So it's really easy. All you're going to need are some magazines or newspapers laying around your house,
Perfect, I have tons of those.
some tape, some string, scissors, most importantly, an umbrella.
Perfect.
And so right here, what I've already done is I've cut out some pictures of some guys. We got Pete Davidson right here. So it's really easy. So I'll just show you how to do the first one, and then we can just like jump right in. Okay.
Awesome.
So, right, what you're going to do is you can either like make a little knot or you can tape. I prefer to tape. I'm a little bit lazier when it comes to stuff like this. So
It's more waterproof, you know, if you have the tape, which is perfect for umbrellas.
yeah, it is. And what if it rains on Halloween? You never know.
Or if it snows, because Ithaca, am I right?
Because it's, oh my gosh. Okay, so you're going to take your piece of tape. You're going to do this. Now, this requires that you open the umbrella, but we're inside, so I'm not trying to risk anything. So you're going to do this, and you're going to wrap it around.
Yeah. This is really nice.
Really easy. And then, here, let's do this guy first. Little soccer player. All right, and we're just going to take another piece of tape.
And you tape the picture onto the string?
Yes. So what I like to do
Genius.
is I do that first, so you have like a nice background. And then you're going to take your picture, and just like that.
Amazing.
And then when you do all of it and you open up your umbrella, it'll be Raining Men,
Oh, that's perfect.
right?
That's so simple and
Yeah,
easy.
it's so easy.
You can wear whatever you want
It's
after
funny. The song is a classic song.
that. Any party you go to, they'll play it.
And everyone knows that, you know, that saying, it's raining men. You could also do a similar thing with cats and dogs. You could print out pictures of cats and dogs.
Depending on what magazines you have.
Exactly. Really easy stuff.
It's raining men. Hallelujah. It's raining men. Every step's a man.
Wow, thanks so much, Sid. That's a genius
course,
idea.
yeah.
I have another idea you can use things around the house to make a costume. Let's check it out.
She doesn't even go here.
So for my costume, I decided to do a pop culture costume. Have you ever seen the movie Mean Girls?
Oh my God, of course. Favorite movie.
All right, so Damien, in the scene where he says, she doesn't even go here.
She doesn't even go here.
Do you even go to this school?
I love that one.
It's such an easy costume. All you need is sunglasses, which everyone has at home, a hoodie with a hooded sweatshirt, and you need a pen and a piece of paper, and that's it.
Oh, so easy.
It's perfect. All right, so we're gonna have you model it.
Okay, let's do
Here's
it.
the sweatshirt.
All right, I'll put it on.
Make sure it has a hood on it so that you can put it over your head.
Okay.
And then after, what you're gonna do is have the sunglasses and put the sunglasses on.
Okay, and keep the hood up.
Yeah, keep the hood up.
All right.
And what you're gonna do is write on the piece of paper, she doesn't even go here. Don't you love that movie?
Oh, that's such a good movie.
She doesn't even go here, you know what I mean?
She doesn't even go here.
I love that movie. I'm ready.
All right, perfect.
All right.
So just hold that up, and you're done. It's perfect.
Doesn't even go here.
She doesn't even go here.
Kat, that was so fun.
That was so fun.
Oh, thank you guys for watching this easy DIY Halloween costume tutorial. So let's check down in the comments for Wizarding Weekend to see if someone can rock one of these costumes.
I'm here with college student Sydney, who is going to show us how to do some last-minute DIY costumes. Sydney, college college students, always doing things last minute. Always. They're so unprepared.
Pressures of school,
Money, lack of time management skills. Always doing stuff last minute.
All of it.
We understand. We see you. We hear you. So, Sydney has come up with some ideas on how to do some last-minute Halloween costumes without breaking the bank.
Let's do it.
You know, last night I was at Party City.
Okay. Oh my
And
gosh.
it was a madhouse because everyone's looking for last-minute costumes. And on top of that, it's so expensive. It's like $30 for one wing.
Very generic as well.
Yeah, very generic.
No one wants to see the Angel Devil anymore.
No, we don't want to see the Angel the Devil anymore. We don't want the Harley Quinn. I've seen so much of that.
So much of that.
So we want to mix it up. We want to be creative. We want to be funny, also cute, but also are balling on a budget.
Balling on a budget.
Balling on a budget. So,
Let's
take me
dive
through.
in.
Let's dive in. Take me through the costumes.
So, okay, this
First
first
one.
one. This first one is very simple.
They're probably looking at like, what is this? What are these two items, and how do these two items go together?
So, okay, I want you to think. Bread, winner.
Bread, winner. Bread, winner. So super easy. If you have bread lying around your house, you're halfway there.
Hey, and if you're gluten-free, you can get gluten-free bread.
And be a gluten-free bread winner.
So easy, so easy. So, okay, this part's a little bit harder. We have fake Oscar with us, but any participation,
Yeah, if you're not into sports, or you can find a friend who's into sports and find a trophy.
prizes,
Yeah.
any of that says that represents winning in some aspect, it's perfect.
And it's also super easy because you can kind of wear whatever you want. You can wear like a tracksuit or a sports outfit, or if you've got medals, it's another kind of way to do it and be a bread winner.
And the thing too is you've got a snack right here.
You do have a
We
snack.
have some healthy multigrain bread, but you could do cinnamon raisins.
Yes, and if you get hungry, all salt.
You got it.
All right, on to the next
All right,
one.
we're moving on.
Again, another one that we're probably looking at, like, what the heck is this? How do these two things go together?
So this one's tailored. You got your group of guys, right? We've seen it. You're from holes.
Yeah.
We've seen you do the basketball jersey.
Yeah, we're tired of the basketball jersey
We've
look.
seen it all.
A basketball jersey is not a costume.
No. Yeah.
A sports jersey is not a costume. Another thing that's not a costume, onesies.
No.
Onesies are not a costume, they're pajamas.
You have to take it the extra step.
Yes,
You know what I
we
mean?
want to see the creative. And look how easy it is to get creative.
So easy.
And also not be basic.
Bread. It's bread. Just like bread.
And this is so easy. So this is your group costume DIY.
So this is the Spice Girls.
Spices, girls. A good like group guy
So
costume.
easy. Yeah. So
Yeah,
let's
put
try
it on for me.
Let's try it on. Let's try it on. So.
Oh, it's nice and wet.
Nice and wet. The bangs are right in my face, but I like it. So then we have some thyme leaves. It's time to party. And some cayenne pepper. I can't make any jokes with that.
Seasoning, salty.
Seasoning,
Salt is not a seasoning, it's a necessity.
It's a necessity. And here too, like if you're not seasoning your vegetables, your chicken, your meat, you're wrong. So you should have
Yeah,
it
you
in
should
your
have
house.
it in your house, or you have a friend who does.
You totally
So
have a
if
friend
you
who
get
does.
if you get like 5 of these, there's 5 Spice Girls.
Yeah.
There's you are the Spice Girls.
And these wigs are so easy to get.
Target, Walmart. If you want to go to
Amazon.
Party City, it's a zoo. Amazon,
Like
eBay.
$5, and there's a really good chance you'll probably use it again for another
Yes.
Halloween costume.
I'm sure you could reuse it or like borrow someone else's wig from their old Halloween costume from the night before. So we have the Spice Girls.
Okay.
Okay.
Last one. This is, I think, my favorite one.
This is your favorite one?
I think so. Okay.
How
so,
do these two bizarre items
what
go
is
together?
It's a little wet, but I'll put it on.
Okay, sorry. So another thing that we're tired of, in addition to the costumes that we mentioned before, is the basic animals.
Lack of originality.
Lack of originality. We're tired of the cats, tired of the dogs.
Seen it all.
Seen it all. We want
Give
something
me
new.
A giraffe.
Give me a platypus.
Give me like some sort of very obscure fish.
Give me a hippo.
Eel.
An eel. An eel.
I've never seen anyone do that.
Yes, we want something new. We want to mix it up. We're tired of the basic animals. And on top, a monkey is not so big. A monkey is
I
like
would say
borderline.
it's a step up, but
It's
you
step
can,
up,
you can
but
really
you could
drive
do
it home.
So to make the monkey a step up, or any animal a step up, you're not just an animal. You're a party animal.
Okay. So we have these cups. So easy. If you're in college, there's a good chance you have these. This also easy to get. Party City, Amazon.
Dollar store. The dollar store.
So
Five Below.
Five Below is great for a lot of things.
Great for all of these
You
things.
can't find. Can you buy food at Five Below?
I don't know if you can buy. You can buy candy.
Go to Wegmans.
Wegmans. Where else can you go? Tops.
We love Tops.
We love Tops.
CVS.
Yes.
Rite Aid.
What's another place?
Price Chopper.
Shopper. Thrifty Shopper.
Thrifty
They might not have the cuts, so maybe they'll have the animals.
Right.
And here's a fun thing too. You could be a party animal breadwinner.
You could be a party
You know what I mean?
breadwinner,
You
a
could be
party spice girl, or a sporty spice.
Or you could,
Ooh,
that's
a good
good.
one.
You could also be like a spice girl, but you could really
mix
and
these
match.
up.
Because
So
that's when you're bringing it from like, we have basic, we have a lot of these, which is here, and then you can drive it home.
Yes,
with,
which
like,
is why
mix
we
and
don't want to
match.
hear the excuses about that you waited last minute and you had to be a basic cat or a basic sports jersey, because it's so easy to be original and be creative and be cool on a budget. Thank you so much, Sydney. This was amazing. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Eleni. Well, great costume tips, I must say. Well, Brody, an interesting fun fact about Wizarding Weekend is that the proceeds from the event actually go to local nonprofits.
That's right, Sam. And we actually sat down again with Darlene Overbaugh to find out what gave her this idea.
When we were building this event, it was never intended to be a huge, mammoth event, but as we grew, we realized that we wanted to make sure that this event really represented the community that is supporting it. So in my mind, the community encompasses not just its people, but its local businesses and its local nonprofits, because nonprofits do a lot more than ask for money. They actively engage with the community and in a variety of ways. And it takes, to make a healthy community, you have to have everyone working together. So that's what our festival is. It's everyone working together, local businesses, specialty vendors from out of town, but also local specialty vendors, as well as the nonprofits, and then volunteers, and then attendees. It's a confluence of all those things rolled into one. Last year, we chose a nonprofit, the Blue Sky Center for Learning, which was a new one-to-one autism center here in the Ithaca area. We chose them for a variety of reasons. We kind of felt like we were underdogs at one time, or we were brand new, and we wanted to make that conscious choice to support someone who was brand new and just getting started. Moving forward, the need for support in our community is very great. As I mentioned before, I used to own a business. I would receive about 7 requests a day for donations. And I started to piece together that there's a lot of need. And to give everything to one organization, it may sound great on paper, but we really wanted to support more than that. And we also wanted to do it in theme with what we provide. So magic, science, fantasy, and the bleeding of the worlds. I think one of the things that's really creative about our event is that for 2 or 3 days, the city of Ithaca takes on a magical quality. It gets transformed not by anything necessarily that we do to buildings or decor, although we do quite a bit of decor, but more by the people who inhabit it and their attitudes towards one another, and of course their costumes. So we wanted to make sure that the nonprofits that we chose would actively participate in our event and see the benefit from it. The history of Wizarding Weekend is we've always been a kind of a break-even kind of deal. It takes quite a bit of effort and financial, there are real logistical things that need, for health, for safety, for city permitting, those kinds of things. We've always been kind of a break-even thing. So it's something within the last year or two, it's something new that we've really tried to strive to make sure that we're bringing in money to not just offset the costs, but to really give back to the community that supports this event.
Wow, even more of a reason to support this great event.
Absolutely, Brody. In fact, one of those nonprofits that Wizarding Weekend is supporting are the Girl Scouts of New York, Pennsylvania Pathways.
And Eleni is out on the commons right now with one of those Girl Scouts who's giving us a demonstration of the tent they had set up today. Eleni, how's it going out there?
3, 2. Hi guys, yes, I am joined by Zoe Latour, a Girl Scout from the NY Penn Pathways, who is helping manning the slime potions of the craft today. So, Zoe, how long have you been a Girl Scout for?
About 7 years.
7 years. And I'm sorry, what are your names?
Ryan,
And how long have you girls been How long have you guys been Girl Scouts for? 5 years. Well, why did you join the Girl Scouts in the first place?
I thought it was going to be a really good opportunity for me to make new friends since I just moved here to Ithaca.
Awesome. And why did you guys join the Girl Scouts?
I wanted to make friends. And my mom is actually the leader, and also I wanted to go camping and I wanted to make new friends.
Camping, it's so fun. So, well, you've been a part of it for 7 years. What is your favorite part out of all those 7 years of being a part of the Girl Scouts?
Definitely camping.
The camping trips. Where do you guys go camping?
Around New York State, mainly Adirondacks.
Okay. What's your favorite part of the camping trips?
I like to explore and see what there is to do.
Super fun. Since a portion of the proceeds from Wizarding Weekend are going to the Girl Scouts of the NY Penn Pathways, what does your troop plan to do with the money?
Most of them will probably go to the camping trips and other activities.
Okay, what kind of activities do you guys do?
Usually ones that are set up by Girl Scouts themselves. It's for other troops to come together and just do other activities there too.
Great, awesome. And now we're going to make some slime. You guys brought all these great goodies. So walk me through what we're going to do here.
Okay, so you first have about a cup of slime.
Okay.
This is
this is the glue?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you get about 2 spoonfuls of saline solution.
Got it. 2 spoonfuls of saline solution. Here. There you go. You got it. It's a tricky one. Awesome. And where are you guys making these in the Commons? At one of the booths down there?
Yeah, towards the end of the
Okay. Oh, I just squirted that all over. Okay. Here, you guys want to do that? All right, what are we going to do next after this?
Then you get about a cup and a half of this baking soda.
Do you guys still sell cookies? Is that a thing? Do the Girl Scouts still sell cookies? I don't know.
It doesn't happen for a few more months though.
Okay. Another one of the awesome fundraisers. What other kind of things do you guys do to raise money for the troop?
Well, around this time we're also selling other troops goodies like that. So other
around the holidays and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, what are we doing next? After the 2 spoonfuls of
then you can start mixing each other.
All right, we're just mixing this together. This is looking really good. I'm clearly unexperienced in the slime making department. Mine's looking very clumpy. Okay, and then are we going to mix and match these? How does it go with these, decorations here?
So you can choose a color that you want.
Is it supposed to be smooth? Mine has a ton of clumps in it. Oh, your girls look so good. I'm clearly an amateur. Okay.
Don't worry, I'm too. So, choose a color that you want.
Okay.
So, if you want blue, green, or red. So,
I think I'm going to make mine blue since it already has a hint of blue in it. So what do I do? Do I pour it? Do I scoop it? What's the method? Okay.
Put it in there, and then you start mixing, and you can add more if you want it to be more saturated.
Okay. I'll do 2 because I want to be extra blue. What color are you guys going to do?
I want the blue.
Okay, here's the blue. And then do you add the sparkles to it as well if you want to?
Yeah, if you want to add sparkles.
Oh, mine is a beautiful blue. Look at that. That is gorgeous. You want to pass me the glitter? I'm going to add some glitter to mine. Let's do the gold glitter. Let's make it pop. Let's make it crazy. Oh, this is do you guys watch those slime videos on YouTube? Big fan of those. Also on Instagram. Okay, wow. Some unicorn slime. Okay, what else are you adding to your slime?
I think I'm going to add some blue sparkles.
I feel like she needs more sparkles. Let's add more here. Oh yes, that's just beautiful. I'm really struggling. I'm not super good at the slime making. So can people pay and then just make their own slime, like a DIY kind of thing?
It's actually free.
Oh, awesome. It's free. I love to hear it. College student, falling on a budget. Okay. Ooh, and what are these?
These are the googly eyes.
Do you just put them in?
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to throw some googly eyes in my slime because why not? Oh, yours looks so good. You have to show the camera. Hold it up so that way they can see. Oh, that looks amazing. So much better than mine. I need more googly eyes. Thanks. This is so fun. How long do we mix this for?
Until you can like probably.
Okay, mine's definitely not ready yet. I need like a whisk or something, like a mixer. These plastic spoons just. Okay, and then oh, she's picking it up. Okay, let's go. We're getting right into it.
It's cold.
It's cold?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that is a beauty. It's really cold. I don't think mine was ready. It's really sticky. Are you supposed to mix it until it's not sticky anymore?
Yeah, until it's not sticky.
Right, okay, I missed that step. Oops, she needs to mix a little longer. Okay? They don't show you this part in the YouTube videos. They only show the people like playing with it, you know? I feel like I was supposed to be experiencing this. I tried to study. But it's not. Okay, and then once you're done with, oh, mine's much better now. Once you're done with this, you can just play with it. A good stress reliever, fun stuff. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us today. This was super fun. Head down to the slime booth and see the Girl Scouts if you're here at Wizarding Weekend. I had so much fun learning how to make my very own slime. Back to you at the desk.
Wow, Lenny, that looks like so much fun, especially for kids.
Of course. And make sure to stop by their booth, as well as one of the events coming up tonight at Sunday Spirited Spirits, which is happening at 7 p.m. at Cultivare. Also, make sure to purchase a magical passport anytime from 10 a.m. today to 5 a.m., or anywhere from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. today or tomorrow, where the proceeds are going to towards those fantastic local nonprofits.
That's amazing, Brody. And one of the other great things, in addition to the nonprofits, is Wizarding Weekend's focus on local businesses. In fact, there is one local business that has gone above and beyond in particular, the Cider Mill in Endicott.
We caught up with them earlier this week to find out how they prepared their delicious autumn donuts.
The Cider Mill in Endicott, New York has been a local landmark since its founding in 1926. It is known for its plentiful farm stand produce, delicious homemade donuts, and, of course, its fresh-pressed cider. I got to go behind the scenes of the press room and talk with an expert about the cider-making process.
For preparation, we keep the apples in a frozen environment, or at least a cooler environment, so we can just grab those out in the morning. So we just take them out of the cooler, we bring them over here, and we set it up so they can be washed, put through the grinder. Then we take it from the grinder out and we put them on the pallets. Then we use tarps to cover it, and then we use a hydraulic press to press the apples down so we can get as much juice as we can from them. And after that press, it goes through nylon filtering, and from there we put it out of the pasteurizer into a 500 or 600 gallon tank, and we cap it, we bottle it, cap it, and sell it right there at the crash. My favorite part of the job is not actually the working part, but just bringing a smile to people's faces, whether through joking, whether it's my coworkers or just customers.
The Cider Mill is open annually from the first week in August through December 1st and continues to draw thousands of visitors each year from all across upstate New York as a part of their annual fall tradition. The Cider Mill is located on Nanticoke Avenue in Endicott, New York, and is open from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. daily.
One of the first events that happened this weekend was the pumpkin carving contest that kicked everything off last night.
The pumpkins used for the contest were donated by the local Indian Creek farm. We were actually lucky enough to catch up with one of the farmers to see how the pumpkins were picked and to learn a little bit more about how they are grown.
My name's Dusky. I've been working here at Indian Creek for about 11 years, and I do a lot of management stuff for the orchards and the vegetables. Growing pumpkins takes an entire season in this climate, so we plant in May, and there's two ways to go about planting. You can start them straight from seed direct in the ground, or you can use a greenhouse to start them in plugs. The varieties we start in the greenhouse typically take about 100 to 120 days, and that's a full season. Those will usually yield larger pumpkins and the really big carving ones. This year we did a lot of pumpkins. We did some like that, and then we planted later in May directly into the ground with seeds, and they typically become your smaller painting pumpkins and decorative pumpkins like that. So pumpkins grow on vines. They range anywhere from 8 to 12 feet long, with 1 to 3 pumpkins typically per vine. So when you go to harvest them, they have a lot of thorns and spines on the stems while they're still connected to the vines. So we come through, especially since we're a U-pick orchard and we want people to be able to just grab their own pumpkin, we go through beforehand, usually the end of September, and take a pair of loppers and make a cut at the top of each stem. And that allows people to just pick the pumpkin straight whenever they want, whatever one they want. Well, that's a really good question. All art is subjective, so depending on your personal preference, some choose to carve the larger pumpkins, some choose to paint the larger pumpkins. I personally paint the smaller pumpkins and carve the larger ones, but some may choose to carve the smaller ones and paint the larger ones. Really, as far as decorating goes, there's a lot of different aesthetics out there that you can really take advantage of.
Looks like another way people are getting into the spirit out there for the season.
Absolutely, Brody. However, the women of the New York State Gourd Society actually showed up and showed us how to carve gourds and a few pumpkins into an awesome creation in just a few short hours. Let's take a look.
My name is Graham Otteson, and I'm a gourd artist, and I am the owner of Gourdlandia, which is just 2 miles west of here, and I am a member of the New York State chapter of the American Gourd Society. I've been working with gourds for 10 years now, actually a little bit more. They're both members of the squash family, which is also called the cucurbit family, and gourds are the only member of that family that don't rot away. And so that's the biggest difference. You know what happens to pumpkins after Halloween, right? I wouldn't make a lamp out of that. I've done the Gym Story competition, which is an annual contest by the American Gourd Society for manipulated gourds. Yes, there is a national manipulated gourd contest. And it's named after Jim Story, who was a member of the Gourd Society from Indiana, and he loved to grow gourds and torture them. Oh, well, we were expecting a pumpkin carving competition, and that's why we designed our entry around gourds, because I was so excited to see that it was not only pumpkin carving, but pumpkin and gourd carving, and the rule was you have to have at least 1 pumpkin. We were certainly expecting more pumpkin carvers, but glad to be representing the gourd carvers of the world. Let's see, what tips would I have? Oh, you know what? Those drywall saws for carving pumpkins, much better than like the little ones that you get in a pumpkin carving kit. Her body is an African wine kettle gourd, and her head is a Martin House gourd, and her arms and the wand are extra long handled dipper gourds, and she is turning pumpkins into gourds. And as her necklace says, gourds rule, pumpkins drool.
Well, Ithaca may be gorges, but those were gorges. Maybe. I don't know.
I mean, I couldn't agree with you more, Brody. However, if you don't have time to make a pumpkin creation that intricate, have no fear. Our field correspondent is actually with a pumpkin carving expert right now to show the basics of carving the perfect Halloween pumpkin.
Hi guys, I'm here with Lauren Ciccolini, pumpkin carving expert, who is going to show me how to carve a pumpkin today. Lauren, what do I got to do here?
Well, first, Lenny, thanks for having me.
Of course.
So, first up is you want to have your pumpkin, you want to carve a hole around the top, and you need to gut the inside of the pumpkin.
Lauren has gone ahead and already done that for us.
Step here. It takes a little bit of time, so I just want to save you all the trouble.
Yeah, don't you wish they sold pumpkins like pre-gutted so you don't have to worry
it's really
about
messy.
it?
The seeds get everywhere.
I mean, there are the perks. You can bake the seeds into a snack. Pumpkin seeds, a great
Really good.
toasted fall snack.
Yes.
But sometimes you just won't want to do that. So someone invent and sell already gutted pumpkins, please and thank you.
Yes. Okay, so after that, you're going to want to draw whatever design you want on the front of the pumpkin, just so you have something to trace when you're carving. It can be anything. We did a simple smiley face here. A lot of people do really intricate designs sometimes. I'm not that artistic, so I try to go simpler if I can.
I think this is a classic. It's very simple, very, just such a statement.
Such like Halloween.
Such an iconic Halloween pumpkin face.
Yeah, I mean,
that we need this time of year.
Yeah, I did this when I was a kid.
Yes.
You know,
nostalgic as well.
Yes, okay. So once you do that, you're going to get a sharp object, preferably a knife or a carving tool, whatever you have available. If you're doing a more intricate design, people use, like those chainsaws or like drywall saws that really allow you to get in there. So what we're going to do is we're just going to start to carve around one of the eyes.
Lauren's going to do the first carve.
So we're just going to
stick it in there. Wow.
It's a little difficult.
Careful there, don't cut yourself.
Yeah, we don't want to cut ourselves.
If you are 18 years or younger, make sure you have a parental supervisor.
Yeah, so
I might need a parental supervisor, but it's fine.
So we're just going to cut out
in
triangle shape for an eye.
That looks really good, Lauren. Do you want me to help you stabilize?
That might be hard.
It's really, I love carving pumpkins around this time of year. It's just such a part of your childhood that sometimes we forget. We just want to be children.
So we're just going to, first we're going to open up the top, so that way you can push out
there she goes. Pops right out.
For when you carve. And so, Lenny, why don't you try this second
I'll give it a go. Yes.
If you need me to hold, let me know.
What I was saying is that, sometimes it's nice to just be crafty and do things that you used to do in your childhood because adulthood is no fun.
Oh, no. I got such a thrill from carving these pumpkins.
Honestly.
I felt like I was a kid again.
Well, you are the pumpkin carving expert. So.
Oh, thank you.
All right. I'm really, it's so helpful to have these outlines, let me tell you. 10 out of 10 recommend outlining your pumpkin. All right, let's give her a go. Let's try to poke her out. Yeah. I don't know if I did as much good of a job as the expert.
But it's okay.
Woo! That's exciting.
All right, so
smells amazing.
Yeah,
very fresh pumpkin.
Yeah, really great. So maybe we want to try to carve a nose?
Okay, let's do the nose. Let's do the nose. All right, I'm going to go with the circle nose.
Okay. This could be a little more difficult.
Actually, I'm going to do a square.
A square? All right, this could be a little more difficult.
Yeah, I'm just trying to keep it I want a challenge, I like pumpkin carving, but I also like a challenge.
Yeah, so after you get this nose done, I do have a finished product here that I'm going to show the viewers.
So exciting, okay. I'm really hacking away at this nose. She's struggling. There she goes.
Yeah, let's see.
And there she is.
Very small. All right.
That's a beauty. Let's do the mouth now. Well, Lauren, you show them the finished project. I'll keep carving.
Okay. So the finished product that I did before the show was just this one Super simple, no nose, just 2 eyes, a mouth, you know, very simple here. You could add more. I chose to do the easiest thing because I didn't have a lot of time. Also, so if you're trying to be super simple.
Yeah, this is just the iconic jack-o'-lantern look.
Yeah.
You know, we want to be classic.
Yeah, and I think it might look better with the nose, honestly. I wish I could do more intricate designs. You know, some people also paint their pumpkins instead of carving them, which could be a little easier than carving and a little less dangerous too. Here,
yeah. We're definitely verging on danger. This is a thrill, if anything.
Yeah, we've got to be really careful not to cut ourselves.
Okay, I think I may have got it.
Okay,
let's see.
Oh,
I think I forgot to finish doing it. I think I forgot this side.
Careful your hand inside.
You're right. Good. Yep. Some good safety procedures here. Okay. There she goes.
There we go.
Has a little bit of teeth.
And then at the very end, you can put either a electronic candle or a real candle to light. And then, you know, at night when there's the trick-or-treaters on Halloween, they'll see that the pumpkins are lit and they'll see all the really cool designs that you've done.
Well, thank you so much, Lauren. This is great. I will definitely be taking these tips when I go carve my own pumpkins later.
Yeah, and these pumpkins I got from Indian Creek Farm. They donated them to me here after I went to do a package for them. They also helped out with the pumpkin carving contest, which we saw a little bit before.
Thank you. Back to you guys.
Well, if the women from the New York State Gourd Society show back up, I don't really think they're going to have a chance.
Oh my goodness, that's harsh, Brody. Well, now we are going to check back in with Caitlin at the cider mill to see how another fall favorite, donuts, are made.
Apart from the foliage, crisp weather, and approaching holiday season, fall is undoubtedly known for the sweets and treats that come along with it. The cider mill in Endicott, New York is known in particular for their delicious baked goods, candied apples, and namely, their homemade donuts. They provide a very immersive experience with windows which allow visitors to look into the kitchen and watch the process from start to finish. I got invited into the kitchen to learn more about the process.
Basically, they get here at 4 o'clock, they start making as many donuts as they can, usually run between 4 and 7, they'll make 4 bags of donuts, 4 to 5, which is 50 dozen per bag. So they start the day with like 2 to 250 dozen every morning, just to open the door, basically. Is how that works. And then at any given point, we do 8 to 12 bags on a Monday to Friday, and probably 15 to 20 bags on a Saturday or Sunday. Basically, we have prepackaged dough mix that is made strictly for us. There's nobody else in the United States that uses our dough mix. You add it with water, it's mixed together. The machines heat it up to 380 degrees, and at that point, we start running the donuts. They cool, and then at that point, they put any of the toppings that are necessary, whether it be the maple, chocolate, any of the nuts, and then that's pretty much it. They're run all day long, from 4 o'clock in the morning until 5 o'clock at night, unlike some of the other places that once they're gone for the day. But in our case, we'll make donuts right up until 6 o'clock if we have to.
You can stop by the cider mill 7 days a week to sample their delicious goods anytime from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m., August through December.
Wow, that is making me hungry.
I think after a few of those, you're going to need a couple of hours on the treadmill, Brody.
Right, you are. Well, one group here today who is being active, I will say, are the GIAC Jumpers.
That's right. The GIAC Jumpers are performing for the first time ever at Wizarding Weekend. The Jumpers are performing arts dance and jump rope, and they attend after school. And yeah, it's a really, really cool thing.
Absolutely. We caught up with Jacqueline Green. She's the leader of the group, and we're going to learn more about their performance.
I am Jackie Green, and I am the leader and the coach of the GIAC Jumpers, and I've been doing this work for the past 4 years. The GIAC Jumpers, we are a performing arts dance group, and we dance, jump rope, and step. Those are our 3 pillars. We use those 3 pillars to display bigger things that everybody deals with in their everyday life. I'm so excited about the performances that we're doing for Wizarding Weekend. We are doing a total of 4 dances and I believe 5 jump rope solos. The first dance is called Roar. It is by Katy Perry. It's one of that we put together for cancer awareness. When you see the jumpers perform this, they're going going to have a little cancer awareness decal ribbon on their cheeks in support. They get to use their voices at the end. That ending part is just so powerful to hear all their voices come together because they're physically telling people, you have to stand up, you're a champion, you got this. It's gonna be hard, but let them hear you roar, let them hear how strong you are. And then the second performance is I really love because it's a collaborative piece, and that is All the Stars by Kendrick Lamar. It's a Black love piece, so it teaches how to love yourself, what a healthy, safe relationship looks like, because you may see people fall in love, but they might not always look like you. So it's okay for people who look like you to fall in love, and that love is a beautiful thing, and it comes in many different facets. We're also doing Childish Gambino's This Is America. Why we put that together is about immigration, and so immigration, deportation, all of that conversation. And so we taught them how everybody has many different stories. Everybody has many different sides. And so we started out doing an Africa piece, and then we transfer into who we are, which is a jump rope and step and dance team. And then we end with everybody coming together in America, no matter where you're from. We all just came together because America is the melting pot. Then we end with level up because although we need each other, so united we stand, divided we fall. Let's level up together and have a good time. I think that it's very important for the community to support the GIAC Jumpers because it is community-based. We're a nonprofit organization. The finances, things that we receive from the community help us to, one, get things like uniforms for the kids, to be able to go to competitions to further themselves and their knowledge, or by the community members being at their performances, or just saying, good job, you did really good, or that means so much. It also allows them to be free and to be themselves, be able to be so secure and confident in who they are that they're able to share their talents and what they bring to the table. I love my job. I love the kids that I serve, and I really feel like I laugh a lot, I smile a lot, and somebody says laughing helps your heart and it helps you live longer. And if that is true, I'm gonna live forever because these kids make me like laugh all the time. I like really get pure, real laughter and joy out of doing what I do.
Man, look at them go. The Jumpers have been working so hard on their dance moves this week. You can catch them performing at the State Theater later this afternoon.
Wouldn't want to miss it.
Absolutely.
Well, that is all we have for you from the studio for now. We will be back later on in the day with a couple more updates for you from Wizarding Weekend. Stay dry out there, though, and happy wizarding.